Morena, how are you all? Going to be doing something a little bit different in this video. It's a ponder beyonder. Ponder beyonder what you know. Different angle. The sun's glaring through the window. So just give you a different view. Ponder beyonder what you know. What contribution can I be to you in this video? I've been prompted to talk about systems. I kept on getting the word systems. I went watching a few different videos on different topics. One of them last night was astrological forecasts, which is very interesting. And I just thought about, oh, that's another system. And he kind of talked about, like, what if we're part of the matrix? I don't know, a lot of people out there watching, we subscribe to that. But there seems to be systems within systems within systems. And one of the healing modalities I've come across is family constellations, or constellation or systemic constellations, as also again systems. We're just looking at different systems and dynamics and basically the relationship between two different entities. So that could be a person and a person, like a family dynamic. Obviously, there's a system that you're born into, and we not realize it. So, like, for example, the system of operation in your family, there's some rules and regulations, there's some governing sometimes unspoken rules of engagement, of how one behaves. So that's like a family system. Then you've got like the bigger family system about how you interact with your elders. Perhaps that was another topic that came up in the call the other day, and how we interact with our siblings, family functions. There's just different systems, and what in that system, what is the kind of governing rules? So, for example, the astrology, it was really interesting. That person said about these different planets have different influences. So my invitation, or my ponder beyond the questions, is like, what are we allowing to govern our way of being and thinking and doing? Like, if these planets also have influences, are we being at the cause and effect of them? Are we allowing ourselves to be smaller than the system, or is the system within us? So I just did a big jump there from family systems to planetary systems. But there's systems in our community. Like, every time we apply to work in a company, there are rules of engagement. There are systems and rules, values that we work to. And sometimes it works, and sometimes it kind of goes against the grain, maybe goes against our values and ways of working. So it's really interesting, because this whole systems thing is in everything. Like a country has some systems as well, the infrastructure, financial systems, healthcare systems. Is it paid for, or do you could contribute some money towards it? Is it free? Are there incentives? Do you get insurance? There's just lots of different systems. And I'm just kind of being asked to talk about this topic because it is that, how many of you are aware of what systems you're part of consciously, and which ones are you allowing to govern you? Which ones govern you? And it's interesting, jumping from this plane of systems, like I mentioned, the financial, the health, the school system, the education systems, the food cycles. Everything has a system. Like, even the weather cycles, is there a system there? And there's some rules of engagement to how the elements interact. And then going to that planetary thing, and it's like, oh wow, everyone thinks that's truth, but it's really interesting, the astrologer last night saying, what if that's also a made up system in this cosmos? So in this, if that's a time space continuum, that these planets are a system, what's beyond that? What's beyond? Dare we even allow ourselves to to go beyond that thinking and not allow those planetary influences be the cause and effect of our life? Do we have to align and agree with those influences? Like planets might be a bit abstract. Like what? I mean, most people understand that the moon cycles affect our the waters on the earth and the tides and planting cycles. And it's the same with other people. Like if you swap out a Pluto planet with a person, are you allowing that person to have an influence on your life? Are you allowing yourself to be the cause and effect of that person? It's the same question. Are you allowing that planet to be the cause and effect of your life? What if you are more and greater? What if you're greater than the solar system, the planetary system? What if you're infinite? So it goes on with this, subscribing to the idea that if we're infinite, all these systems are within us. What if we are the container of that and the creator of that? What if we are not smaller than anything, but what if we are everything? So we've created everything. I think that's it. I think that's what I'd like to mention in this video about systems. Is there anything else? No? It's interesting. Just ponder beyond what you know and just observe what systems you're in and how they're influencing you, if at all. I was especially intrigued by the by the planetary influences. I mean, I have been looking at it, but it's like, hang on, am I going to allow that to dictate my behavior? It may influence it, but I still have a choice. That comes back to choice. Choice of reacting to that, or how do I harness those energies that are available, so that if there's configurations of these planets or even people, how can I harness it? So bringing it back down to family, how, if they've got certain qualities and characteristics and skills, how can you allow that to contribute to your life? There we go. That's a different way of looking at systems, rather than systems controlling you. Like, okay, cool, I'm part of this financial system, I'm part of this family system. How can I make this work for me? And it's just being present and aware with the information and the energies that are around. Not be kind of victimized by the circumstances, but not be a victim of your circumstance, and flip it around and just go, all right, okay, cool. What's available to me here, and how can I use this for the betterment of everyone? Maybe that. Okay, I'll stop blabbing now. Okay, I'll see you in a bit for kind of fun card reading. All right, see you later.